Ever since it first appeared in 1953, it's been a muscle car icon. On this edition of Test Drive, the C7 Corvette Stingray. The 7th generation Vette represents a radical change from the outgoing car. To begin with, the chassis is now constructed of aluminum, which cuts precious kilograms without sacrificing the integrity of the drive. Indeed, I was impressed by the total lack of cowl shake, something that has plagued previous Corvettes. One of the key additions to this Corvette is the drive mode selector. It allows the driver to choose weather, eco, tour, sport or track. In weather mode, it gives you a fighting chance on a day like today. Select track and everything gets ramped up to hyper. It really does allow this Corvette to handle just about anything that's thrown at it. The key to the Vette's performance is found in its Hyde-like small block V8. Yes, it still uses Chevrolet's time-honoured push rods and only 2 valves per cylinder, but it now adopts direct injection cam phasing, and it has the ability to lope along on 4 of its 8 cylinders when in the eco mode. In this application, the 6.2-litre V8 pushes 460 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque at a very usable 4,500 RPM. It proved to be much more flexible and refined power source than I was expecting. You know, the cabin of this Corvette is all about business. Wonderful seats, great driving position, the instrumentation is reconfigurable, as is the optional head-up display. But the one thing I really did learn to like, right here, these paddle shifters activate a Rev Match Mode. Whenever you change gear, the system automatically matches the revs to that gear. It's exactly like doing a heel and toe shift without having to do the ballet. The power is relayed to the rear wheels through a 7-speed manual gearbox and a limited slip diff. The gear ratios are designed to get the very best out of the engine. The first 4 gears are aimed at getting things up to a roaring boil as quickly as possible. The other 3 gears then bring better fuel economy and relaxed highway cruising. In the end, the combination delivers remarkable fuel economy and awe-inspiring performance. You know, you expect a Corvette to be fast. Well, this thing is wickedly so. It runs from rest to 100k in 4 seconds flat, and it accomplishes the more important 80 to 120 passing move in 3rd gear in 3 seconds. Now that, my friends, is what you call world class. The handling is likewise. The optional magnetic ride control suspension can be set up to favour ride comfort or banish body roll. When pushed, the Vette lets its tail drift, and it does so in a completely manageable manner and with none of the vicious snap that makes so many supercars a handful. Factor in the 245/35 R19 front and 285/30 R20 run flat rear tyres, first class steering, and the handling is, as I say, world class. Ditto the Brembo brakes and the fade-free stopping power they return without regard for how hard they're leaned on. The all-aluminum chassis, the handling and the power, well, they'd be enough to sell anybody on this new Corvette. However, that is not its ace. The ace lies in pricing. Now, this car has got $18,000 worth of options on it. In spite of that, you know, it's still $20,000 cheaper than a Porsche 911 or the SRT Viper.